Ei, gente, tudo bem? I wanted to take a look at the difference between ter, ficar com, and estar com mais substantivo. So these expressions and verbs, okay? Ter, ficar com, estar com, plus a noun. Okay, so let's look at the examples here. Ter fome. Eu raramente tenho fome de manhã. So, ter fome means to be, and this is the way we say it in Portuguese, okay? You use the noun. In English you say to be hungry, okay? Em português a gente fala ter fome. Então, eu raramente tenho fome de manhã. So that means I rarely am hungry. I am rarely hungry in the morning. So this is a more permanent, you're talking about a habit, okay? So habitually you are not hungry in the morning. So how do you express that in Portuguese? You use the verb ter, ok? Eu raramente tenho fome de manhã. Ou eu geralmente não tenho fome de manhã. Now look at the next sentence. Estar com fome. Then when you use the verb estar instead of the verb ter, that means that you are hungry now. So I am hungry now. Eu estou com fome. Eu não estou com fome. Now, look at what happens when you have the verb ficar. So, ficar com fome, that means to get hungry. So, every time that you want to say to get hungry, to get angry, to get frustrated, you are going to use the verb ficar. So, once again, the verb have, it's a more habitual thing, okay? Something that usually happens or does not happen. The verb estar, when you have that condition at the moment. And ficar, that means to get. You are in the process of being hungry, in the process of getting angry, okay? So look at the other example. Ter preguiça, that means to be lazy. So usually I am in a lazy state in the afternoons. So how would I say that? Which verb am I going to use? Ter, estar, ou ficar? You're going to use ter because you're talking about something that usually happens. So usually in the afternoon you feel lazy. So what are you going to say? Eu tenho preguiça à tarde. Okay? Now the example that I put here, vocês têm preguiça de levantar cedo? So do you feel lazy about getting up early? So this is a permanent thing. Okay? This is something that you usually are lazy about or not. So in the morning, I don't like getting up early. I really hate it. So I say, eu tenho preguiça de acordar cedo. Then you have estar com preguiça. That means at this moment. Okay? It doesn't mean that I always have this laziness that I can't control. No, it's just at this moment. Then you say, eu estou com preguiça. E ficar com preguiça is when something happens that makes you get lazy, ok? Então, ela fica com preguiça depois de comer, ok? Now here you see that the difference is very subtle because if it always happens after eating, so you could also use the verb ter, right? Ela tem preguiça depois de comer, ou então ela fica com preguiça depois de comer. Ter raiva. Raiva means anger. So she has anger. When does the person have anger? So here in the example I gave, eu tenho raiva de pessoas desonestas, okay? So I have anger, and this is the way you say in Portuguese, I have anger of people, dishonest people. That means dishonest people make me angry. This is how you would say in English, okay? Então eu tenho raiva de pessoas desonestas. Estar com raiva. So this is temporary, only now, okay? I am not, it's not something that happens all the time. So look at the example. Ela está com raiva de mim porque eu não fui à sua festa. So she is angry at me because I did not go to her party. Notice that in Portuguese you use the preposition de, ter raiva de. And after the preposition you have to use the pronoun mim. Okay? It's only used after prepositions. So, ela está com raiva de mim porque eu não fui à sua festa. So that means she's not permanently angry at me, okay? Ela está com raiva. Now, if you say she hates me and she's always angry at me, so you would use the verb ter, okay? Ela tem raiva de mim. So she's always angry at you. Now, ficar com raiva. Again, You get angry. So look at the example. Eles ficam com raiva facilmente. So they get angry easily, ok? Eles ficam com raiva facilmente. Ter vontade, that means when you want to do something, when you feel like it. It's a better translation in English, ok? So, muitas pessoas gostam de viajar. So a lot of people like to travel. Mas eu não tenho vontade de ir a lugar nenhum. But I don't feel like going anywhere, ok? Então, eu não tenho vontade de ir a lugar nenhum. Now, estar com vontade, so right now you feel like doing something, so you say, so let's see here what the example I got for you. Eu estou com vontade de comer comida japonesa hoje, right? I feel like eating Japanese food today. Eu estou com vontade de comer comida japonesa. E ficar com vontade, oops, I conjugated the verb here, should be ficar. Ficar com vontade, so that means to get that yearning to do something, ok? So, ela não bebe muita água porque ela fica com vontade de ir ao banheiro. So, this is, you are explaining why she doesn't drink a lot of water, right? Ela não bebe muita água, she doesn't drink a lot of water because she feels like going to the bathroom. Okay, she gets that feeling of yearning, need. She gets that need to go to the bathroom, okay? Ela fica com vontade de ir ao banheiro, okay? So that's the main thing you have to keep in mind. So the difference between ter and then ficar com ou estar com. So estar com, it's at the moment. Ficar com, that means to get. To get angry, to get hungry, to get lazy, ok? Eu fico com preguiça de manhã. And ter, it's a more permanent thing, ok? So, if you are always lazy in the morning, so you say, eu tenho muita preguiça de manhã, ok? And because of that, I get lazy to get up. So you can say, eu fico com preguiça de levantar, ok? Eu tenho muita preguiça e fico com preguiça de levantar. Ok, hope that helps you, ok? Tchau, obrigada.